Okay, right off the bat, you're not gonna see me drink tea today. Oh no. I'm going to just jibber jabber while I'm peeling some leaves off of this Sunny Side Up from Bitter Leaf Teas. I'm gonna try brewing it a little differently today. I'm gonna use just a whole bunch of leaf. I'm gonna fill it up as much as I can, and I'm gonna use shorter steeping times. Their teas in general have been more bitter than I personally enjoy. I'm gonna see if some of that bitterness is because I'm brewing it like I'm used to brewing, my other teas. I've noticed that I have had kind of an uptick in my general anxiety level. I'm one of the people that has to work on it. Meditating, doing breathing exercises, trying to sleep at night instead of the day. So, in talking while I'm drinking tea most of the time, that's taken away time that I just spend to slow down and reflect. And I think I'm seeing it as an uptick. I'm seeing the results of that as an uptick in my anxiety. I'm just gonna fill this thing all the way up, and then just like I say, super short. I don't know. I always think of Puer as needing to start with 10 or 12 second steeps at least. Because I do like even my Gong Fu tea is stronger than most. So I am going to try to pull back on the brewing times, not brew them as long, but make sure there's a lot more leaves. I think I can't. This is going to expand. This is a lot of tea here already. I think. I keep telling myself I'm going to replace my kitchen scale so I don't have to think about weight. I just can know if I wish. But I should say, what specifically helped me. Like everybody that has anxiety problems, they hear, you should meditate. I had a therapist that said a person with anxiety that doesn't meditate is like a person with diabetes who doesn't take insulin. And I think that's right. Wow, this is getting me a lot of tea. Look at that. I like the way this comes apart. I think of this as a looser cake. I don't have a lot of experience with a lot of cakes, but this is among the looser and it's easier to work with. Whether you're just pulling the piece off or meticulously getting a single leaf off. Whether you're just ripping it off like Jesse's Tea House guy does, or whether you're just very meticulous and take the leaves off one by one. I'm doing something in between here. I'm just trying to get a minimum of the dust, the small pieces that aren't a part of any one leaf. It can be like a puzzle. You hear people that like untangling tangled yarn. It's a little bit like that. But getting back to what I think has helped me, it was like meditation, it helped deal with it. But one I learned about a certain kind of meditation a Metta meditation, M-E-T-T-A, that changed everything. It's really simple. It's a simple technique. Just Google it. There's a lot of guided meditations, but I had a lot of food sensitivities, including onions and garlic. I don't have any of that anymore, and I attribute that a lot to being out of a bad relationship that I was in, but also to this metta meditation. Because one of the things you hear about it, it actually fixes digestive problems by bringing loving kindness into your mind. We all have a little mind muscle that we have to use when we feel empathy for somebody else, when we wish somebody well that might not deserve it. You have to use a little muscle there. And the more you work that muscle out, the more things work out for you internally. If you have that strong ability to be compassionate, even for people and animals that don't always deserve it, that makes you able to just process all types of things better. I think of it as a muscle. I'm even pointing to a certain part of the brain here. I guess I do visualize it as part of my brain. No, you realize that there are part of the brains you read that there are specific part of the brains that process anger and fear. But working on that muscle that gives you the ability to forgive people, it makes everything better. Including, in my case, the ability to eat onions without getting stomach cramps. Which I'm really thankful for, because I do like onions. This is Sunny Side Up by Bitter Leaf Teas, and I'm gonna get some of that good, quiet, to myself time that I'm used to getting from my tea sessions. I think this is gonna work. This is 3 times as much leaf as I usually start out with. So I'm gonna go half as long in the steepings. I think that will make, hopefully, I'll come back and tell you whether that makes it less bitter and more enjoyable to me. A lot of times the problem isn't with the tea, it's with you. And I'm gonna do a test to see if that's the case here. All right, talk soon. You know, immediately all the difference in the world. I was steeping it way too long.